So probably my biggest influence in comics are these two brothers who did a comic book called Brotherman back in the 90s, Guy Sims and Dawood Anyabwile. This comic book was amazing and mind-blowing for me because it was the first comic that I saw that really captured hip hop and comics and graffiti and that whole culture and condensed it down into a comic book format that was funny and stylish and action packed and really relevant to the issues that we were going through back in the 90s. And so for me, that comic showed me how to take all of my creativity and distill it down into a way that was a pure comic book form, but still was centered in my culture, which was a big deal for me. Um, Beyond that, though, obviously there were some other comic book influences like Frank Miller and Chris Claremont as writers, probably John Byrne as artists, Frank Miller again as an artist as well, Jim Lee and all those big iconic creators from the 90s. And then obviously the people, Dwayne McDuffie and some of the other writers and creators from the Milestone comic book franchise that's currently with DC. But then I have influences also outside of comic books as well. So probably my biggest influence outside of comics is a writer named Walter Mosley. He wrote this book called Devil in a Blue Dress and some other things. And the reason it was so powerful for me was because, again, he managed to capture the world and the culture that I experienced as a young black man growing up in urban settings sometimes, and distill that in a way that was really vibrant, captured the language and the culture and the issues, but also really told a dynamic, compelling, entertaining story. So those are some of my big influences.